So today we have got the Pöttinger top out for a bit of a trial. Just getting set up here in the field. So she's folded down here. So I'd select my working width here. She tells me. So if I select that again, she'll go out to your preset working width, which is 13 meters, 12.9 we're saying here. So this also has a cool function here where when I'm doing the headland sward, if I select which rotor and this, yeah, it's just asked me to activate that. So yeah, I can steer my outer rotor. So right, let's go running. We'll chat a bit more about it then. Yeah, so the beauty of this rake is the two larger front rotors are hydraulically driven. That means you can row anywhere from, I think it is 9 meters out to 14. It also gives you the ability to steer the front rotors when you're doing headlands or for around obstacles, which instead of trying to steer the whole rake around something, you're steering just one rotor or two rotors if you want. Yeah, we've got it set up on it's actually Farmer Gareth's tractor here. We had it on the fast track with a Isobus screen and joystick. That was a good job on the fast track. Now we were using guidance and all on that when we were in the bigger fields, and it worked really well with the mounted joysticks. Yeah, this is an ultimate spec 155. She's full Isobus configurable and all, so we just put it onto her own joystick here, which seems to be a really nice job, to be fair. Rode a bit with her last night. It's not a job I've done a lot of, especially on a big rake, so I'm probably not doing the rake justice. We had it out with Davey Mackay there. Ryan had a go on it on one of their 145s, and he does all their raking now, and he seemed to be making a fair job of it now with her. But it seems to be a lovely rowing rake. From reports now that the harvester drivers are saying it leaves a lovely swath. You can also adjust the row width on the rear rotors, so they are shaft driven, but you can still have a certain level of adjustment there to pull you can put your row width right out to, I think it's 2.3 maximum, and pull it right in then as well for rowing, say for balers or what we're doing here with wagons today, so it's a very versatile rake that way. It might, in some people's cases, that might eliminate the need for two rakes, because if you're running like a forager and balers and wagons, which a lot of contractors are now, having to send certain rakes certain places, this rake can maybe go to a certain area and rake what you need to do that day for every machine really, because of the way it can row narrow, leave a narrow row or a wide row, or pull in 14 meters or pull in less for your balers or wagons. This rake runs with a hydraulic suspension system, which is all adjustable through the screen. No matter how far out you put your rake arms, she still runs under the same pressure, so she's getting it automatically adjusts even you put your rake arm out. She's got adjustable height for your rotors from the cab as well. You can see it here. That's displayed on what she's running at there, which is 2.5 centimeters. So you can adjust that down or up as you need. This rake also has the ability to, if it's all set up, she will auto contour with the guide wheel at the front. The rotor there will actually keep her, will contour the ground and adjust the rotor height accordingly. She also has the ability to do full section control as well, if you're set up for doing it. This is the all singing, all dancing Pöttinger rake. It really is a serious piece of kit. A lot of technology on it for a rake. It's running there on a set of 710 35 22.5 wheels, so they're quite a low profile but wide. Does leave her maybe wide-ish, but she is weighing in at nearly 7 tons, so you're going to need that size of tyre really to keep her on top of the ground whenever your rotors are lifted. You know, whenever the rotors are down there, each rotor's running on 5 caster wheels. They're well supported and will follow the ground. Yeah, maybe found her maybe a little bit intimidating at the start to get my head round, but like all Pöttinger stuff, the interface is very intuitive. It's easy to use, makes sense to me. Anyway, the rake itself is, once you have it configured to your tractor or joystick, it isn't really nice to use. Lovely, quiet running machine. Size can be, I would say, as the most actual length of the machine could probably be its downfall for Irish conditions. It's been a bit of a talking point since the rake's been with us, but is it really a fault of the rake or a fault of farms and stuff not progressing? You know, everything now is down to time for the contractor and the farmer to get jobs done. You know, that takes the bigger machine to make that happen, to make it efficient both for the contractor to do it at a price and to get through his workload. So is it a fault of us not progressing to let these machines get into land to do the work? Yeah, it might take a little bit of work, maybe reversing in some places and that, but yeah, I suppose you get places that's tight, that's every contractor has in their customer base, you know. But as a rake, when you get it in the field, I think it's a pretty awesome piece of kit. It's got the Pöttinger build quality, it's a pleasure to work with once you get it in the field. So it also has this feature here too, so it's, you lift the front 2 rotors and you lift the back 2 in the same sequence at the same place. So you drop your front 2 and she'll drop your rear 2 rotors in to match. We're rolling there at 8 kilometers, 9 kilometers an hour there. I think one thing Pöttinger wanted to get across about this rake is you can get forward speed with it when it's set up correctly. Now this grass here is light, it's been teared out, it's flat on the ground, not the, you know, short third cut, not the easiest stuff in the world to gather up, and like it's cleaning the ground beautifully there. The 155 there seems like a perfect tractor for the job. She's nice and nimble there at the headlands, and the way this tractor's spec'd, she's just perfect for it really, you know. Auto power box, all your isobus, everything, just ideal tractor for the job. That's how you adjust your height, so I can drop that down or lift that up. Yeah, that's for your suspension, so that's the pressure settings depending on where your arm is. Obviously the higher the pressure, the further the arm is away from the machine. That's telling you how much she has hours worked. I think I could get used to this raking job with an outfit like this now. All I need is another screen in her for my GPS and then we would be away. But I think the first challenge with the rake was just see how it ran as a rake and see if we could get it in places. So we're a bit more confident with that now. Let's face it, this is the way farming's going.